we're going to show you some treasures from our past trip, and we're going to talk about our upcoming trip from Budapest to Bucharest.
You know, part of the Culinary View blogs are our travel opportunities. And we love sharing not only the ingredient that we're harvesting for the month and how to use it, but opportunities that we have to explore other farm-to-table experiences in other countries, which this Budapest to Bucharest offers in March.
Absolutely. We're going to be tasting wines that probably most of us on the trip have never had before. Some fantastic Romanian wines. They're really producing some great wines. And we're going to be in Hungary, and we're going to be in Slovakia and in Croatia. So we're going to have some wonderful wine along the way. And the Danube is an absolutely gorgeous river.
And I think the opportunity that you have to experience some of the tools of the trade like this, which is really exciting. We had not seen it before. You find these treasures along the way. So we are actually picking up this trip where our last trip ended, and we finished in Budapest, where we found this beautiful treasure and this, which is so typical of the area. It's a local potter who creates profession pottery.
It's a little winemaker. Isn't that cute?
With his jug and his wine thief.
Yep. So today we've got the Chenin Blanc on the outside of the dispenser, which is the Leopard Chenin Blanc, a fantastic wine. And the Sangiovese is on the interior of the dispenser. So let us show you how wonderfully it works. So you take the white wine and you open up the valve and you dispense the white wine. It's perfect for putting it on the table and showing off to your best wine friends.
And you could use liqueurs, port, for instance, on the interior, and some sort of white liqueur on the exterior, and actually leave it on the table for display.
Absolutely. So you look at how nice it dispenses it, and it comes out of the top grape cluster, and then when you get all the way to the bottom, you fill it back up again.
And it actually aerates a little bit as it's dispensing, so you get a little bit of that aeration component as well.
The Sangiovese is High Plains, and it's a beautiful vintage. So let's talk a little bit about the Chenin Blanc.
The Chenin Blanc, we selected that because this month's ingredient that we're harvesting is Brussels sprouts. And Brussels sprouts are a cruciferous vegetable.
Whoa, that's a big word.
Yes, I don't say
What
it
is
really well,
that?
it's sort of like broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage. It's a high flavor, kind of a raw characteristic vegetable. So it takes a little bit of a yielding wine like the Chenin Blanc, which is so delicate and it's very smooth, and it complements most vegetable dishes. So it works really well.
I think Chenin goes with just about any time that you're going to use a white wine.
Yes.
Chenin Blanc works.
It's an easy food pairing wine, and I love it.
And if you put it, and we make it with just a hint of sweetness.
We do.
Just a hint.
And it's got almost a kind of a rose petal characteristic to it, which is really nice. It's lovely.
And served in these lovely Riedel glasses. Oh, they just explode the rose flavors.
Which is really important with a delicate wine like the Chenin Blanc, because the nose also is very delicate. So when you have a bowl of the glass that focuses that aromatic into your nose,
oh, what a difference.
You can enjoy it much more.
And the Sangiovese, in my family, we drank red wine almost exclusively. My grandmother, bless her heart, never served any white wine at the house. And she never made any white wine at the house because red wine was the true wine. It helped your blood. You know, it was amazing. I loved this time of the year with the holidays and the brand new year. Grandma would give me a beautiful necklace of garlic. And when I had that necklace of garlic, she said, "You will never get sick." And I could never understand why I would never get sick until we tried it a couple of years ago. And I realized that the reason why you can't get sick is you smell of garlic so much nobody comes near you. So that's the reason why you never get sick. But, red wine and the tradition of the red hat is part of the Bonarigo family. You know, this dates back to 1800 in Messina. just outside of Messina, a little town called Gualteri Sicomino. Our VIPs have been taken there. It's a beautiful village. Most of the people in the village are Bonarigos. The rest of the village is Borgia, which is my grandmother's side of the family. And as a result, all the men at 16 years of age get the red hat that are Bonarigos. Now, if you're another Italian family, it'll be a different color hat, but it's usually this kind of hat. And this is what really distinguishes Messina Hof. This is what we use for our VIP club. It's very, very important for the VIPs to wear their red hats when we take our great trips. And this way, everyone knows that we are part of Messina Hof.
And Sangiovese is also a great food wine because of its acidity. It actually can go with foods that have a little bit more acidity, like, marinara sauce, tomatoes. Those have a little bit of acidity. So it goes really well with roasted Brussels sprouts. And that's become a really popular item on a lot of menus today. Add a little bacon. You could even go with something heavier flavor weight.
That's my favorite way of having Brussels sprouts is to roast it. Really is. I don't mind it raw either. I kind of like it that way as well. It's an interesting vegetable. It does well growing here in Brazos County, and it's one of those vegetables that you normally plant in the early winter.
And I think if you want more information about it, go to thevineyarddistrict.com and you can read Mike Vadrine's article about Brussels sprouts, when to plant, when to harvest, how to care for them. It's in the Culinary View blogs, as well as the recipe from the Vintage House restaurant and our chef. It's a great recipe with Brussels sprouts and bacon as a salad, which is really interesting. And also our wine pairing tips for Brussels sprouts.
So now that everybody wants to join us going from Budapest to Bucharest, how do they get in touch with us?
Well, look for the link on this video, and it'll take you to more information on our flyer. But it's also an opportunity for you to connect with our VIPs and join in the fun of exploring more wine regions of the world.
Absolutely. So, on behalf of Meryl and I and the whole crew at Messina Hof, God bless you all.